Hey, hi everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sunny Savita, and I'm back with another exciting and important video. Guys, I started with the end-to-end LangGraph course, and I already uploaded 3 video related to this course. If you haven't checked so far, so please go and check with my YouTube channel. You will find out inside the video section. Now, in this video, guys, we are going to discuss the remaining LangChain AI agents. Yes. Like this LangGraph is nothing. It's a way of implementing the agents. It's a way of implementing the AI agents, the different pattern inside the agent, like the ReAct agent, tool calling agent, okay, self ask with search agent, right? So guys, before starting with this LangGraph, we should definitely understand the different classes from the LangChain itself. We should definitely understand the different type of AI agents from the LangChain only. Okay, because inside the first version of the LangChain, they have introduced a couple of classes, which is very much important. Because like if we are not going to understand those section, so we won't be able to understand the core concept of the LangGraph. Even though LangGraph is like a little different. Okay, there actually we are going to create a graph and all from scratch. But yes, the concept is directly associated with that. The concept is directly associated with those like a classes itself, different agentic classes. If we are able to understand these particular classes, easily we can understand the concept of the LangGraph. So guys, here is the syllabus. If you haven't seen the syllabus, please go through with the syllabus. I have completed this first slide. I'm on to this particular point where I'm going to build a agent using this LangChain classes, and then after I will show you how you can build a agent from the scratch as well using the Python script. Then I will come to this graph. Okay, graph and this LangGraph. We'll try to code the LangGraph. We'll try to understand some key concept related to the LangGraph, like graph, state, nodes, edges, visualization, and a different concept. Then, guys, we'll come to this like a third slide. So there we'll try to create some application using the LangGraph. Like we try to implement some agentic pattern. We'll try to create a chatbot. We'll try to create a multi-agentic system. We'll try to create a RAG, different kind of RAG, like corrective RAG, agentic RAG, self RAG, and all. And will look into some real time project as well. So this is the whole sort of a syllabus, whole sort of idea. And here, guys, inside this particular slide we have many more things. I already updated this slide, okay, this presentation in my description of the previous video. So guys, please check out with my YouTube channel. Here is the YouTube channel with the Sunny Savita, that with this name, Sunny Savita. And inside the video section you will find out this LangGraph related video. So once you will open it, and after opening it, guys, check out with the description. Click on this like description and see this link, this particular link. Just click on it. Okay, once you will click on it, you will be directly redirecting to the GitHub repository. So inside the GitHub repository, I have updated the complete code, and over here, guys, you will find out this PPT as well. So once you will click on this PPT, you will get a same a PPT like this one only. So after clicking on it, what you can do, you can download it directly from here. So yeah, this is clear. Now coming to the next point. So what is the agenda of today's video? So first of all, let me tell you that. So here, guys, see React agent and this function calling means the tool calling agent, and we are going to discuss about the self ask agent as well. So let me tell you the agenda. So in the previous video, guys, we have seen the tool calling agent. Now inside that agent itself, we are going to add one more tool. So let me write over here, add add one more tool, one more tool. Okay, and this tool, guys, you know what it is going to be? This particular tool is going to be a RAG. Okay, we are going to use this RAG as a tool. Then, guys, after adding this tool, so I will show you the React agent. I will try to code the React agent in front of you. And inside the React agent, okay, what I will do, I will be creating the custom tool. So here, React with custom tool, I have created my own own sort of a logic. So I will show you that particular part. React with custom react with custom tool. Now, after completing this one, so I will try to discuss couple of more concepts related to the latest version of the LangChain. Okay, I will show you latest version of the LangChain, where basically will try to I will try to show you the this agentic class itself. Okay, what all agentic class is being supported by this latest version of the LangChain, and like I will show you that. Okay, so they are saying now most of the things are deprecated. Okay, those LangChain classes, you can move to the LangGraph. So this thing also I will show you, so you will get a clear cut idea. You will get to know, okay, up to which point we need to follow this LangChain documentation with respect to this different agent classes, and then when we have to move to the LangGraph. Okay, so these many things. Now, first of all, guys, so here if you will go and check with the LangChain documentation, so search about the LangChain documentation. Here, guys, so what you can do, you can check out with this first version. Just click on this V1, and inside this component, you need to click on this agents. So, guys, here you can check with the different type of agents. Okay, just click on it, and you will get these type tool calling, like structure, JSON, React, and self ask with search. So in today's video, guys, I'm going to discuss about this self ask with search. Okay, uh, okay. So this particular agent, I'm also going to cover self ask, self ask with search. I hope so. Each and everything clear now. Let's begin. So if we will look into the code, this is my code. So guys, here inside this particular code, I started from the tool. So I was using the tool. See, this was the entire configuration, and after doing the configuration, okay, after reading the model and all everything, after setting up the lang smith, right, for that logging and tracing, here guys, what I was doing, I was calling the tool. Okay, this wikipedia tool. Then I've shown you this youtube tool. Then I've shown you the basically this tably and all, okay, for crawling the web, and then I created this custom tool as well. So like you can like add any sort of a functionality, any sort of a custom functionality inside your application. Then after this custom tool, guys, I came to this concept of the agent. So here I have explained you this initial classes, okay, which was introduced by the LangChain itself. And here I have added this wikipedia tool, and I was trying to like search, right? So I was trying to ask my question, and it was trying to search using this particular tool, and based on that it was giving me a final answer. Okay, this was the final answer. And here, guys, I have explained the concept of the agent. So this image mainly, okay, this image mainly related to this react agent, where actually everything is working inside the loop. Okay, we have a different agentic pattern. So here you can look into this particular chart. Okay, look into this particular table. So we have a tool calling, we have this structure chat, json chat, okay, react, and self ask with search. So first of all, let me clarify a little bit about it, and then I will come to the code part. So guys, whenever we are talking about the agents, okay, so here let me write it down. So whenever we are talking about agents, so agent is nothing, it's a llm only. Okay, llm. So based on this llm, we are giving a response, okay, whatever input is being provided. But guys, over here, whatever input we are providing, this input is called prompt. This input, okay, this prompt is having different kind of instruction. So we are passing different kind of instruction to this prompt. And here, guys, along with this llm, we are going to connect one tool as well. Okay, we are going to connect a tool, or we are going to connect the toolkit means we are going to connect multiple tools. So this tool is nothing, it's a external functionality. Okay, so if my llm is not able to answer, so I will look into my answer over here inside this tool, and based on that we are going to generate a final output. Now guys, here we have a different agentic pattern. And one more thing, guys, what we can do, so over here we can connect the memory as well. Okay, we can sustain the memory of the conversation, and we can like remember the previous state or the previous conversation of the like previous conversation basically. Okay, Now guys, whenever we are talking about this agent, so here is what, here's my agent. Now this is having a different pattern. So let's say like the first one is what, tool calling agent. Okay, tool calling agent. Now what is this tool calling agent? So inside this tool calling agent, we are simply calling the tool, right? We are simply calling the tool. You know about the function calling. So function calling respect to what? So function calling related to the like related to this open AI. So inside this function calling, okay, inside this like function calling, what we were doing, we were calling the tool only, right? We were calling the third party API. We were calling the third party API for extracting the information. So whenever we are talking about this tool calling, guys, it is like inspired from this function calling from this OpenAI, and it is simply calling the tool, okay, one outside tool. Whenever we are asking any sort of a question, okay, whenever we are asking any sort of a question, if LLM is not able to solve, means if LLM is not able to answer, what it will do, it will simply calling the tool, okay, it will simply calling the tool, and based on that basically it will generate the output. Simple as that. It's very straightforward. Now whenever we are talking about the second kind of agent, okay, second kind of agent means what, react agent. So react is having a different type of functionality, react agent, and this self ask agent, okay, self ask with search. So here inside this particular agent we have a different type of pattern. Okay, so whenever we are going to generate a final output, let's say we are getting an input, okay, we are getting an input and like respect to any sort of a question, so it is going to the LLM and we are going to generate output. But guys, in between, okay, in between this input and output, there are so many things which is happening. So inside the react, guys, inside the react we are into the loop of what. So here whenever we are talking about this react, guys, so inside this react you will find out the loop of what, loop of the loop of the like observation, okay, loop of the observation, loop of the action, okay, inside the loop this thing will be there, observation, action, and then thought. So first it will observe the question, then it will take a action, then it will think about it, and this thing will be inside the loop, and based on that only it's going to generate a final answer. Okay, final answer. Now whenever we are talking about this self ask with search, so inside this self ask with search, guys, so what it is doing, it's going to be divide the input, okay, input question into the multiple small question, okay, into the multiple small question, and this multiple small question is called the intermediate, okay, intermediate question. So we are going to create a multiple intermediate question, and like based on this intermediate question only, we are going to generate our final output. We are going to generate our final output. So this is the whole sort of a agenda of this self ask with search. Don't worry guys, I will let you know with the example. I hope so this thing is clear to all of you with respect to the agent. Now let's come to the practical. So our first agenda basically to add one more tool inside the previous solution. So here guys, this was my previous solution. Okay, so I written a complete definition of this tool calling, and this tool calling, guys, it is highly inspired to this function calling of the OpenAI. So simply you can search like tool calling, okay, tool calling agent. So maybe you will get one blog as well. I was going through with that. There actually I find out some good images. Okay, no issues. So what I can do, I can simply write this function of function calling OpenAI. So guys, here you can see function calling with OpenAI. Here you will look into the function. Okay, how we are creating a function. So this is a function, guys. This is a function. So this function, okay, based on this particular function only, we are going to extract the output from where, from the different tools which we are appending different functionality. Okay, if you want to understand the flow of it, see this is the tool, right? Basically, and here whenever we are going to be call this OpenAI API, we are going to be connect this tool, okay, and like here you can see the complete functionality and all everything they have provided you over here. If you want to know if you want to understand the function calling, you can check out directly with the OpenAI documentation. But here my main aim just to give you the overview, just to give you the idea. Now, how this thing is working, what's the flow of it? So I kept one image over here, image of the function calling. It is directly related to this tool calling, guys. Again, I am saying it's a tool calling. So whenever like we are passing any sort of a question, so agent is going to be start like it's calling that function, okay, whatever function has been defined in a backend, and then it will make a function call. Function call means what? Like tool call, whatever tool and all we have defined over there. We'll get a tool output, we'll get a final answer, and agent finished. Getting my point? So this is all about the function calling. And if you will look into this table, guys, so whenever like you will go through with this particular table here which I shown you, see, OpenAI tool, it is saying legacy. OpenAI function, okay, it is saying legacy. So in both cases they are telling to you, if you want to use OpenAI tool, if you want to use the OpenAI function calling, directly you can use this tool calling. Getting my point? So they are saying this both are legacy now. Don't use this particular thing. Directly use the tool calling, because this is the latest thing which we are providing instead of this one. And what we have inside this tool calling, it's nothing in a backend. It's a direct in backend, actually it's a direct implementation of this function calling. And what this function calling is doing, tell me? Function calling is nothing. Basically function calling is just calling the third party tool, third party APIs, third party database, based on what? Based on the given question, based on the given question. Okay, I hope this is clear to all of you. This is a backend process, you no need to worry about it. LangChain class is automatically taking care of it. Okay, great. Now coming to the next part over here. So guys, here I shown you that, okay, here let's say we have a tablet search. So yes, we are going to create a tool for like crawling the data, and here we are asking what's the weather inside the San Francisco. So I will be getting all the details and all the results from the internet itself. Now this tablet actually it is going to become my tool. Okay, now here I'm going to import the what I'm going to import. I'm going to import a like prompt. Okay, so this is my prompt, and if you want to check the message, simply you can check the message. So we have some placeholder over here. Placeholder is nothing which is going to be replaced by the actual message. Okay, so here I written complete thing about agent sketchpad and all. If you want to read about it, you can do it. Now we are going to create this tool calling agent, means we are going to like doing the function calling in backend. Okay, in the backend, like they have written a code where we have a LLM, we have a tool, means my tablet, and here we are giving this prompt, this particular prompt. Okay, now after creating an agent, guys, we are passing this thing to the agent executor class. So this agent executor class is responsible for running this particular agent, okay, in whatever flow has been defined. Okay, in that specific flow, this agent executor class is running the entire process. Okay, now guys, see, like before this LangGraph, if we are talking about the LangGraph, so everything is being done by this agent executor class only. Yes, this is true. So here we have this agent executor class. Now if I'm going to invoke it, hello, how are you? So see, based on this particular message, I will be getting my response. So I'm doing well, and thanks. What about you? And see here, with respect to the simple message also, it is calling this particular tool. Okay, now this is the this is the website. Okay, from this one it is fetching the information. It's very strange. Like we don't require this we don't require this tool, and this is what this LangGraph gives us. So here it gives the low level access. Okay, so low level access of this functionality, whether we have to call this tool or not. Otherwise like unnecessary, why we are calling this tool? See, like in the backend, see, I'm getting my answer, this is fine, but in backend it is calling this tool. It's not required. And this is what here if you will go and check the flow, basically which I was trying to explain you. So agent is start, they have defined the function in backend, this OpenAI function. We are doing a function call based on the defined tool, and then tool output, final answer, and agent finish. Why we required this why we required, guys, this tool calling? We don't require it, right? That's why like LangGraph will come into the picture, and I will let you know. Then here is what, here I'm asking what is the weather in San Francisco. Yes, for this one it is required. So here I'm running it, and here it is doing a table search, and it is crawling the entire internet, and based on that it is giving me an answer. Okay, So you will find out the output, tool call, pending. Here is the answer, function name, tably search, parameter, uh, current temperature in. Okay, still it is running. Let me check it out. Because it haven't given to me a final answer. Just a second, guys. This is deleted. Okay, great. Now here is the what is the weather in San Francisco? Just a second. Why it is not giving me a final output in the form of answer? Okay, now tably search. Okay, so output. What is the weather? Current weather in San Francisco. Ah, it should give me a final output now. Okay, let me change the city. Let me check with a different city. New York, and here, guys. Let's see. So New York, the weather in the New York. Okay, it is giving to me. Don't know what was the issue. Maybe it was not able to identify the short name SF. Okay, so here I think this is clear. Now we are going to create a one more tool over here. We are going to append one more tool, okay, inside the same inside the same execution. So here this time I'm going to implement the rag. Okay, so see, this is the architecture of the rag. If you're not aware about the architecture of the rag, let me show you the architecture. So this one, guys, a very simple architecture. I think many time I have shown you in my like videos and all. So we have a data, we are going to divide into the chunks, then I'm going to convert into the embedding, and finally we are storing inside the database. Now whenever user is asking any query, it is coming to the database, it is performing a similarity search, and based on this similarity search it is going to find out some rank result, and that result we are passing to the LLM again. Okay, so this is my RAG architecture. Now what I'm doing here, I am going to like read the data first. So this data actually is nothing, it's a blog. Okay, it's a blog about this LangGraph Studio. So if you want to check it out, you can go and check with this particular link. See, this is a complete blog. Now, so after getting this blog, okay, so loading the blog, here is my document. I'm doing a chunking over here. So I'm doing a chunking, I'm storing inside the database. Now I'm checking whether it is working fine or not. I'm just invoking the retriever, and I'm able to get my answer. Okay, so here's my answer based on the question. Now coming to the next part. So this retriever actually I'm using as a tool, this particular retriever. So here, guys, we have this method create retriever tool. We are passing a retriever over here. Here is the name of it. Okay, so let me write the different name. Here is the name LangGraph Studio. LangGraph Studio. This is going to be a name of this particular tool, because it is giving me a information related to this LangGraph Studio now. So if you will go and check with this link, the blog link, okay, so the blog link is all about the LangGraph Studio, right? So that's why I given the name this LangGraph Studio. Now so here we have this long graph studio, and this is a description of it. So here I can write this a LangGraph. So previously for the practice, guys, I was using the LangSmith. That's why like I written the LangSmith. I just like change it now. So guys, after doing the lang, after doing these changes, let me create a tool. And here what I'm doing, I'm creating a list of tool. Okay, and this is called a toolkit. Toolkit means what? Toolkit means we have more than one tool. So here is guide, here is my tools. Now I am going to call I'm going to call this method create a like tool calling agent. Okay, and I'm going to create my agent. So this tool calling agent, basically it will call a tool, whether this one or this one, based on the requirement. Okay, it will internally decide whether we need to call this one or this one based on the question itself. Now I'm going to create an agent. So here is what, here's my agent. Okay, this one. And here I'm going to create my agent executor class. Okay, this one. And after doing this one, guys, I am going to uh, ask this particular question. Okay, this one. Now if I'm going to ask a question related to this LangGraph, so it should call this tably, or it should call this retriever tool. Tell me, please mention inside the comment section if you're getting this particular point, right? Or let me run it, let me execute it, you will automatically get it. So here I'm going to ask a question related to the LangGraph, and let's see what it is going to be called. So here guys, you will find out that it is going to call this LangGraph Studio in backend, and based on that it is going to generate a final answer. See, this is the final answer which we are getting. Now guys, let's say if we are going to ask the question related to this weather. So this weather data is not available inside the database. Weather data is not available inside this block, right? So what it will do, tell me, if it is not available inside this block, in that case it should call this tably. Okay, let's see whether it's going to call this tably or not. So here I'm going to ask the question related to the weather, and here guys, it is calling this tably, and based on this one it will generate the answer. This is my answer. Getting my point? So what you can do, you can create a multiple tools. You can create as many as tool. You can define the toolkit, okay, and you can mention it over here. You can mention this tool, okay, inside this particular class, and you can create an agent executor. Now based on the question, automatically this agent executor is going to be decide which tool we need to call. I hope this thing is clear to all of you. If it is clear guys, give me quick thumbs up. You can give me quick like. You can mention inside the comment section as well. Now coming to the next part over here, which is React agent guys. Now guys, let's discuss about the React agent. So React agent guys, what is the full form of the React agent? The full form is reasoning and action, or sometimes people say reasoning and acting. Okay, both you can say. So this React agent actually it's a implementation of this research paper. So what's the name of the research paper? Synchronizing reasoning and acting in language model. You can read this research paper. It's a pretty amazing research paper. It shows the behavior, like how you can tweak the behavior of the LLM, right? Just by writing the prompt and all, just by like adding some extra steps, some extra instruction that I will show you. So this entire research paper is for you guys. And one more thing I would like to say, so whenever you are going through with this particular research paper, React research paper, so try to understand that why basically they came up with this particular solution, because there was some problem with the normal prompt, with the normal prompting, with the chain of thoughts as well. So that's why they came up with this React approach. React means reasoning and action. Again and again, model will think about the answer, okay, based on the given prompt itself. So first of all, let me show you the working process of the React agent, and then I will come to the practical implementation. So here guys, you can see this is the image. So this was the image with respect to function calling or the tool calling agent. Here we simply calling the tool, we simply calling the function using the open AI function methodology. Okay, now this is the complete architecture of it. Now whenever we are talking about this React guys, so inside the React we have thoughts. Okay, so here they have mentioned about the like thoughts. Whenever the agent going to be start, first it will think, then it will take a action, then it will make a observation, then it will go with the final answer, and this particular stage it might be inside the loop until and unless we are not getting a final answer. So I hope this thing is clear to all of you now. I think already I discussed about this React agent. I shown you a couple of images and I kept it in my slide as well. So if you will go and check with the slides, this is the like image, this is the architecture of the React agent itself. Now here you can see, so this is the image. Okay, it is representing the React agent, and this React agent actually it's a pretty common and the important guys. I will show you how effective it is compared to the tool calling agent, and definitely you will love it and you're gonna use it inside your solution also. And the same React agent we're gonna build using the LangGraph in the going forward classes. So first of all, let me show you the solution over here. So this is the complete theory guys which I kept, okay, inside the same file. This is the same file basically which I was executing. So inside the same file, here I kept some theoretical point as well. So what it does, this React agent, reasoning plus acting. So React framework combines reasoning and acting in a single loop for handling the task. Okay, so the agent use natural language reasoning, means the thinking capability, and the task action. Okay, so how basically it can perform the task, means how it can take action and all. The agent uses a combine of reasoning step to like guide action in a real time using feedback from those action. Means it first is think, then it take action, then it observe means like it take a feedback, and then again it runs inside the loop itself. Okay, now this is the working step. Okay, this is the working procedure. Here is a key point. You can read it, guys, and this is the original example. So here, guys, I kept one example. You can read this example. This is very much important if you want to make a difference between this self ask with the self ask with search agent and this react agent. Okay, it is very much important. So just focus over here. So here we want to calculate the number of apple in the basket. Okay, there are four basket and seven apple in each. So how much would be total? Tell me. 28. Now how this react is going to take this particular question? So first it will take our original question, then it will do the reasoning. Okay, I need to multiply this, then it will perform the action. Okay, we need to perform the multiplication, then it will give the result, and reasoning means the final one, means like it's a done. Okay, so here it will look into the question again and it will check. So this was a question and this is the result, and according to the question I am getting the result. It will stop to make a further solution. Okay, now what I'm going to do here, I am going to use this Google Server API as a tool, guys. So what you can do, you can search over the Google itself. So here you can search Google Server API, because we required the because we will be required the API key. Okay, so Google Server API key. Now guys, why we use it? Just to like use Google engine. Okay, if you want to use the Google engine, you can use this Server API. You can sign in and you can generate the key, and that you can keep it inside your environment variable, which I already kept in my environment variable. This one, guys, Server API key. Okay, getting my point? Now coming to the practical. So guys, here what I'm doing, I'm going to import this Google Server API key. We have a tool. Okay, prompt template, agent executor, and create react agent. Now guys, first we are going to create a class. We are going to create an object of this Google Server API. After doing this one, we required this as a tool. So I'm giving the name of the tool. Okay, intermediate answer. And then here is what, this is my tool. Okay, this is the name of the tool. So what is the name I'm keeping over here? Intermediate answer, or I can write over here web answer. So let me write over here web answer, or whatever you want to do, you want to keep. Okay, then here is the function. Here is the description. Verbose is equal to true means you will get a complete detail. Okay, whenever you are going to call the tool. Now guys, see, whenever we are talking about the react agent, so the main thing, the main role played by this prompt itself. Yes guys, it is true. So you need to focus on this prompt whenever you are going to deal with a react agent. I will let you know when I will create this React agent, when I will create this React agent from scratch in Python. That will be in the next class. So over here, guys, see. Here we have the statement. Answer the following question as best you can. You have access to the following tool. So we are passing the tool, and tool is nothing. It's a function. Okay, now use the following format. You have a question, you will think about it, you will take a action. Okay, based on the tool you will take a action. Okay, so action, the input to the action, then you will make a observation of the result. Now you have to perform it n time. How many time? N time. In backend, actually one loop will be going on. So here again you need to think, if it is going to be satisfy the criteria, then only you need to generate the answer. Understood, guys? Tell me yes or no. I think yes. Okay. So guys, again, I'm saying whenever I will be creating the agent, this React agent from scratch, I will let you know the different version of this particular prompt. Okay, how you can create a different version of this particular prompt with respect to the different assistant. Okay, now see. So we are going to convert this thing into the prompt template. So here's my prompt template. Okay, now guys, after this one, we are going to create a React agent using this particular class, constructor class, and then we are passing to the agent executor just to execute into the process. Okay, now here we have the search agent tools verbose equal to true, and return intermediate step is equal to true. So here's my agent executor. Now guys, just focus on the question. What is my question? Where is the hometown of the 2007 T20 Cricket World Cup captain winner and his score? Okay, so this is my question. Now let's see whether it's going to like perform the answer or not. So here, see, it is thinking, it is taking action, 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 thinking, and then here is a final answer. So it is saying MS Dhoni is from Ranchi. I haven't mentioned anything about MS Dhoni, but it is trying to fetch out that particular thing. MS Dhoni is from Ranchi, India, and he scored for the 14 in the final match. See, guys, see the accuracy. This is why I was telling to you this React agent is amazing. Okay, now one more thing, guys. Let's try to ask one more question because we are not satisfied with the one single question. Let's try to ask one a typical question. Who is a god of cricket? Who is a god of cricket? And what is the highest score? Highest 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 score of the god of cricket. Now, guys, let's see what answer I will be getting. So over here, I'm going to execute it, and it's going to think, action, taking, and all. And based on that, it's going to generate a final answer. Now you can see the entire intermediate step. Okay, what intermediate step is going to be take? What is going to be searched from the web? Okay, here is a tool is my web search, means I'm going to be like call the server API and see the final answer. Sachin Tendulkar is a god of cricket, and the highest score of the Sachin is 200 in the ODI match. So guys, how accurate it is, this React agent. Now, so guys, just to see, I think I thought that this React agent is a very useful thing. Okay, and I thought over here that why should not we take it as an advantage? Why should not we test it on our own own tool? So here, guys, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to show you this particular solution using one custom tool. So here I'm writing React with custom tool. Okay, now guys, just focus for more 5 minutes and everything is going to be clear to all of you. So which is going to be my custom tool over here? So guys, here as a tool, guys, I am going to create this function. Just a second, let me do it. So this is my function. Okay, get employee ID. This is like a different employee I have created. Now here is what, here is my basically employee salary. Okay, see this one. So first a tool basically it's our employee ID. Second is nothing, it's my salary. Understood or not? It could be a different database also. Okay, you can test it with a different database. I'm just leaving it up to you. Okay, so here is what, here is my employee name, and here is what, here is my employee ID. Okay, now see what I'm doing. See here I'm saying if employee ID not there, please return this employee not found. It's a simple dictionary operation. Now here I am going to pull the prompt as well. So let me pull the prompt after creating this tool. See, just look into the tool. If you're not getting it, just pause it and look into it. It's very simple, it's very easy. Now what I'm doing, so here I'm pulling the React prompt. Okay, it is already there over the hub, and here from this particular from this particular prompt, I'm going to show you the template. So here is a prompt template, the same one which I was created previously by myself. Okay, now what I'm doing, so after this one, guys, here I'm going to create the list of the tool. So let me create the list of the tool. See, this is my list of the tool. I have two tool. Okay, which is a custom tool, which is my employee salary. Okay, with respect to the ID, and here is my employee name, right? If there is a fake employee, I'm going to say employee not found when I will get it. So if the name is not going to match it over here. Okay, now see, so here is what, here is my tool. So this is my tool. Now what I'm doing, I'm going to create my React agent one more time. Here is my React agent, and this is going to be my agent executor, which will execute the entire process in backend. Okay, it's a class. I already shown you it is in my previous video. Now here what I'm doing, so here I'm going to ask the question, guys, and now you will see the magic. So here I'm going to ask the question, what is the salary of the even? So even is there or not inside this list? So even is here. Yes, even is here. It's the employee ID. And here, based on the employee ID, the salary is 45,000. So let's say whether it's going to answer or not. So if I am going to execute this thing, you will find out, okay, it is fetching the employee ID and see, this is the final answer. Getting my point. Now you can ask any sort of a thing. Let's say here you are going to ask about the Sunny, but Sunny is not inside the list. Okay. So here what I'm saying, here I'm saying, can you give me the salary of the Sunny? Let's see what I'll be getting over here. So it is saying Sunny is not there, employee not found. How accurately we are able to build a system? Tell me, guys. So instead of this manual data, okay, sorry, instead of this like this hard coded data, you can keep the database over here inside this function, and you can utilize this as a tool. You can make a query. You can create a query, you can pass it over here, and you can generate an answer. You can create a robust system using this React agent. How powerful it is. I hope you are getting my point. Now guys, let's look into the last agent, that is self ask with search, and then we'll wrap up this session. Now, guys, let's look into the self ask with search agent. So, first of all, let's look into the working, how it works, and then we'll see the implementation. So, I written the complete definition and all everything. You can read out this particular theory, and here the main thing is what main thing is this example. Okay. Now, before coming to this example, I would like to show you one image. With that particular image, most of the doubt will be clarified. So here guys, this is an image. You can see like inside the self ask. What is the meaning of the self ask? Tell me. What do you think with the self ask? You can pause this video and you can mention inside the comment section. So guys, see, direct prompting means what? I will come to the self ask. If I've asked to you, then definitely I will try to give an answer, and you can give me your thoughts as well. So just a second, let me launch this epic pen so that I can write something. Just a second. Okay, great guys. So here, if we're talking about this direct prompting, just a second, this one. So direct prompting means whenever we are asking something, based on that, my LLM is going to generate answer. So let's say if I'm saying who lived longer, this guy or this guy. So in between this guy, it is giving me the answer. Okay, between these two guy, it is saying this LLM is saying Harry Vaughan Watkins. Okay. Again, I'm asking this particular question, and based on that, it is generating answer. Now, whenever we are talking about the question, okay, whenever like we are implementing this chain of thoughts, so here I'm saying who lived longer, this guy or this guy. So inside the answer, I'm getting the age of both guys, and based on that, I'm getting the final answer. Okay, inside the single answer itself. Now, whenever we are talking about this self ask, so self ask means LLM is asking the question. Okay, LLM is asking the question. Now, question to which question to whom? So, question to the question. Okay. So, let me show you one example. So, here you can see who lived longer, this guy or this guy. Okay. Theodore, Hacker, or Harry Vaughan. So, it is like, so what this LLM is doing. So, it is generating a follow-up question. So, follow-up question means, so first it is saying, how old was the Theodore Hacker and when he died? And here is the intermediate answer. Theodore Hacker was 65 year old, and he when he died. Okay, so it was this guy was 65-year old. Now there is one more follow-up question. So what was the age of the Harry Walker and when he died? So here you can see the age of the Harry Walker when he died. So in between you can see the answer. So this Harry Walker, actually he lived till 60. He lived like till 69 year. So this guy, actually it's a pretty old, okay, compared to this one, which lived 65 year. So what this LLM is doing, LLM is generating an answer. Okay, sorry, LLM is like LLM is like generating a intermediate question, and based on that, basically it's going to be decide the thing. Let me tell you how it is working. See, if I'm going to ask one simple question to my LLM, between me and my father, me and my father, Who is a elder? Tell me. Tell me, guys, who is elder? Me and my father. Obviously, my father. So, how LLM will approach this question? Okay, how self ask, how this agent will approach to this particular question. So, first, it will check with my birth year. So, let's say my birth year is, let's say, 95. So, based on this, it will say like the age is 29. Now, it will check the father birth year. So, it will check the father birth year. Let's say the father birth year is 72. So, based on this, the age is around 53. So, my age is 29, my father age is 53. So, it will say, okay, your father is the elder one because the age is 53. So, LLM, so inside the self-ask agent, what LLM is doing, it is generating a intermediate question. It is generating a follow-up question. And based on that follow-up question, it's trying to make a conclusion. Getting my point? Yes or no? Tell me, guys, because it is pretty much important. If you're not getting it, it will it will be a problematic. If you're getting it, I think that is fine. So in the self-ask, automatically, this LLM is asking the question to itself. Okay, now let me show you one more example. So here, what I'm doing, first of all, let me delete this thing and let me go back to my solution. So here is my solution, guys. You can read the definition of the self-ask. This approach allow to AI to ask itself to follow up question. Okay, when it does not immediately know the answer, it is going to break down. It is going to break down the problem. It is going to break down the particular question. It perform a recursive questioning and process to break down the complex query into the smaller and more manageable one. I hope this definition is clear. No need to explain anything. And whenever you are thinking about this self ask, so just think about one thing. Self means what? Self means me, model itself. Search means like any tool or something. We can add on any sort of a functionality, and that's the meaning of search. It is this search is being represented by the tool itself. Now let's look into the definition. So here, sorry, let's look into the example. So here, guys, once I will scroll down, see this is the example. Inside the example, this is the original question: how many moons does Jupiter have? So first, it will check what is a Jupiter. So Jupiter is a planet. What is the moons? Okay, so moons is a satellites. Okay, then it is checking with the final answer. Okay, Jupiter is having around 79 moons. Getting my point? So something like this, it's going to be break down the complex question. Now, if you want to implement it, so here, guys, I have used this Gemini model because previously I was using the Grok model. With the Grok model, actually, I don't know why I was not in a with the Grok basically. Sorry, I was reading the Zima model. I was using the Zima model with the help of Grok. So I don't know why it was not giving me the correct answer. So that's why I have used this like Gemini model. And yes, this Gemini model is giving me a correct answer. So I'm using this particular class, create self agent with create self ask with the search agent. And here I'm creating a tool. Okay, it's the same tool, Google search engine, using the Serper API. So this is my tool, guys, and here is my prompt. Okay, I'm going to load my prompt. Now here, guys, prompt will be different. Let me show you the prompt. So it will be different compared to the tool calling agent and tell me ReAct agent. Correct. You guessed right. So here, if you want to check the prompt, so let me show you the prompt, guys. See. So where I will get it, let me check it out. In which variable? So here is a template. Prompt template, and I can keep this thing inside the print. Okay, print. And now let me keep it inside the print and see. So what I'm getting, see, this is the prompt, guys. You can read the complete prompt, and I told you whenever we are talking about the agentic pattern, so it might differ at one particular stage, which is prompting. Okay. Now here is a prompt. Now what I will do, I will be passing this LLM tool, prompt, everything to this particular class, and here I'm going to create my agents. Now here is my agent executor, which is responsible for implementing everything in a backend to start it, to generate a follow-up question, to think about it and generating a final answer. So here is my agent executor, and to this agent executor, I'm asking the question: where is the hometown of the current Prime Minister of India? We all know, like Narendra Modi is our current Prime Minister of India, and he belonged to the Gujarat, right? So let's see whether it's going to be answer or not. So if I'm going to execute it, see the chain is going to be execute the backend chain. Follow-up question: who is a Narendra Modi? Sorry, who is the Indian Prime Minister? Narendra Modi. Okay, now see, it is saying invalid or incomplete response. So the final answer is invalid, incomplete. Why it is so? Let me check it again. It should generate an answer because it was generating previously. I don't know why it is not generating right now. Okay, let's see. Let's ask the different question here. Here the different question. Uh, which Asian country have has largest population? Largest population. Okay, I think this is a perfect question just to check out the follow-up question, intermediate question, and the final answer. Let's see. So, what is the largest country in Asia? Here is Asia. So, China is there. Which Asian country largest population? Output is China. Okay, it is giving China. China is having 1.41 billion population till 22. Till 22, guys. Don't know like what is the population in 24. So, it's giving our answer till 22. Let's ask a different question. Let's check with some different question itself. So, here I am going to check it out with the. So, it asks the follow-up question, guys. Okay, let's see. So, who is uh who is current captain of Indian cricket team? Let's see how it's going to be divide the question. Okay, so how it's going to be divide the question. Okay, who was the latest captain of the cricket team? List of the international cricket team captains. Great, and it given to me a Rohit Sharma. Okay, so it is doing all the follow-up question, guys. You can check it out over here. This one, see the complete detail and all. You can find it out over here itself. I hope this thing is clear now. Maybe you got each and everything. How this different agent is working. What's the like agenda behind it? And this one video is enough to understand about this LangChain AI agent. And guys, don't worry. I will show you some other different framework like AutoGen. I will talk about the Crew AI. We have different other or more framework. Okay, so soon I will be creating a video on top of it as well. But now, after this particular video, I will get one more video on top of the React. I will show you the functionality, how you can tweak it because it is very much important. And then we'll directly jump to the LangGraph. Okay. So thank you guys. Thank you very much for joining this session. I will meet you soon in the next video. Until thank you. Bye bye. Take care, guys.